Doggystyle, and the sound that defined an era. By 1993, Snoop Doggy Dogg was already a household name to anyone paying attention. His voice carried Dr. Dre's The Chronic the year before, and the anticipation for his own debut was enormous. Doggystyle arrived on Death Row Records with expectations no debut had faced in the genre. Snoop was barely into his 20s, a Long Beach kid whose laid-back cadence and storytelling instincts felt fully formed. The record was a cultural event before it dropped, and when it did, it landed with the weight of a movement behind it. Few debuts have ever carried this much advance heat, and fewer still delivered on every ounce of it the way this one did. This is G-Funk at its most realized. Slow, rolling, low-end, whining synth lines, and interpolations that reach back to Parliament Funkadelic and the deep grooves of 70s funk and soul. Dr. Dre's production gives everything room to breathe. The tempos sit back, the bass sits forward, and Snoop's delivery floats above it all with a conversational ease that never rushes. The album is threaded with skits and interludes that make it play like a continuous world rather than a track list. There's warmth in the low frequencies and menace in the melodies, a combination that became the West Coast blueprint. It sounds effortless, which is exactly why so many tried and failed to copy it. Recorded largely in Southern California, with Dr. Dre producing, the sessions built on the working chemistry the two had established on The Chronic. Dre layered live instrumentation with sampling and interpolation, favoring played-over replays of funk sources to control the groove. The Dog Pound and the wider Death Row circle contributed throughout, giving the record its ensemble feel. Sessions stretched as the release date shifted, and the perfectionism shows in the mix's clarity. The interludes were built into the recording process rather than tacked on, giving the album its cinematic pacing. What emerged was a debut that felt meticulously assembled, yet utterly loose. A hard balance that Dre and Snoop made sound natural. Doggystyle debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, a first for a debut artist at the time, and cemented G-Funk as the dominant sound of mid-90s hip-hop. It launched Snoop into a decades-long career and helped define Death Row's brief, blazing peak. The album's grooves have been sampled, quoted, and imitated endlessly, and its influence stretches far beyond hip-hop into R&B and pop production. For collectors, early pressings and variant track listings are prized artifacts of a moment when the West Coast owned the charts. More than 30 years on, it remains a foundational text, the record that turned a promising guest voice into a permanent star. Come down to the vault and hear this one spin the way it was meant to.